Okay, this is part 2 of detailing the engine bay on this Cavalier Z24. Last time we concentrated on this area right down through here. And if you want to see how we did that, the video for part 1 is on my page. I'll put a link in the description. But now we're going to move along the firewall right along here. I'm going to paint this cover black. And it's going to be pretty much more the same as the first video as how I clean that back firewall. But I'm then going to do this underside of the hood. I'm going to wash and probably wax or polish the paint side under the hood. You can see it's dirty. I'm going to paint this black latch right here black, or I'm going to repaint it black. And then the material... this is like fireproof kind of sound editing material that's under the hood here. I kind of was working on it a little bit just to test it over here, and to wash it or to clean it with anything, it's going to kind of deteriorate or fall apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint this black, so it'll at least, I may very lightly try to dust some of this dust off and dirt, but I'm just going to paint it black. And I'll dress this spot right here. Also, from that first video, there's a bracket right here I'm going to take off and paint that I probably could have done on the first video. But there's 2 of them, so we'll do it on this video. I'm going to paint those as well. So, yeah, so we'll get started on that. Okay, so I put this moving blanket just to kind of cover the engine as I work on this part of the hood here. But I'm going to start by taking this latch off and this rusty kind of bracket here and this one here. That's real simple to do. It's just a 10 millimeter size. So, yeah, so I'm going to take those off and the latch off up here so I can get those painted. So I'm just going to take some mineral spirits on a rag here and just kind of wipe these items down, these brackets, just to kind of get the surface dirt off of them. I've already done these 2, so I'm going to go ahead and it's just a quick, easy way to kind of clean them before you paint them a little bit here. So maybe hit the heads of these bolts here as well. But then I'm just going to go ahead and shoot them with some black spray paint real good on the bolts and the brackets here. So I'll do that here next. I'll probably put a couple of coats on these. And maybe even, I'm in no hurry, so I may just do this side here and then flip them over and do the back side here after a bit when they're dry. That's probably good for a first coat, but yeah, you get the idea. So get those bolts there. Okay, and then for this, it's not rocket science here. I'm just going to be painting over all this kind of dull area with black paint. Now, if you want to, you can mask around some of these areas. I'm not that horribly worried about it. I can shoot around it pretty well. At some point, I'm going to probably take this light out and clean it and check the bulb and make sure it's working properly. I'm going to paint around here just like this, in this area. I'm not going to get this seal because I don't want it to jeopardize any part of where it seals up, and the paint could somewhat comprehend that, or screw it up or whatever. So, but yeah, so I'm just going to go down this entire material here, this black material, and just go over it with some black paint. So you can see how it makes a difference already just on the spots there that I painted. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish that part of it. Okay, I've got this painted here, and you can see it looks a lot better. It just makes that blend in and just look just flat black or whatever. Went ahead and took the cover off this light. I got a little bit of overspray on it and wanted to clean it up, so I'll just set it right here. But the yeah, so there's no bulb in this light, so for whatever reason, whether it went out and they threw it away, the previous owner, or if it's just that you know, maybe it wouldn't turn off or something and they took the bulb out. But I'll get a bulb for it, and you know, we'll try to figure out what's going on with it. Like I say, you can mask up if you want to on this, but I find it's just as easy. Like right here, I had some overspray. I just took the mineral spirits and just wiped the overspray off, and that's just, for me, that's just about as easy as trying to worry about masking it up. There's some other right around here, right down here. It's a little more overspray I'm going to take off. But yeah, you can see how just spray painting that material black makes a big difference. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and work on the overspray and cleaning up the rest of this. I might just use the rag with the mineral spirits on it. It'll help clean this up pretty well. So I'm going to clean that part of it up as well. Okay, so I went over most of the red on the underside of this hood, and I've sprayed some, I've just got some spray wax cleaner, or it has a cleaning element to it, but I'm just going to kind of use this as a polish and spray this down on everything up here. And then just I'll take a rag and wipe it all down, and that'll help to keep this shiny and clean. So I'll go ahead and finish that part of it. Also, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the painted latch. You can see it looks much better now that it's painted, but I'm going to go ahead and reinstall that as well. And then I should be done then with the underside of this hood. Oh, well, I am going to put some Armor All or some kind of a dressing on this seal right here as well. So I'll show you all that right now as soon as I'm done with it here. Okay, so now that that completes the underside of the hood here. There's some black, like almost stains over here in the paint that it's like it's embedded in the paint. I don't know. I really can't get it off. You know, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to end up doing with this hood. It may get painted, but either way, I don't know if it's just wearing the paint or what exactly that is, but or maybe it got hot or something. But whatever it is, isn't coming off very well. So, you know, this isn't like a repair video per se, so it's just kind of showing how to clean things up. But you can see the underside of the hood now looks a lot better as well. So now that we've got that part done, and we've done this part already over here in the first video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this dust up right here that those other two brackets were on, and go ahead and reinstall those. And then I'll clean the back side of the firewall here. So, and then I'm also going to mask up this sticker right here on this shroud cover, and paint that black. I'm going to have to kind of work my way around these hoses, and I'm going to try to do it without removing it. Most definitely not going to remove it, actually. So, you know, I'll go ahead and paint that as well. So I'll show you the mix that I'm going to use and what I'm going to use to clean all this up. Like I say, it's just on the first video, if you watched it, it's just taking some time and a little TLC and just getting all the dirt off of what you can down here. So I'll do that and go along this firewall, and then also over here, see what I can clean up. I'm not doing the engine per se right now, so I'm just going to kind of do right along here, which should only take a couple of minutes. So looks like there's some leaves over here. I may get the shop back out and just suck those up real quick around the two corners. There's also some back in here I can see, so I'll do that as well. So yeah, I'll get started on that part of it. So real quick too, I just wanted to show this. I put that light cover back on. You can see how clear it is now and clean. I still have not installed the bulb, but you know, that's something that's on the list to do. I have to get a bulb for it and see if it works. But well, it definitely cleaned up good, and you can actually see through it now. So if I do get a bulb, it'll help to you know, improve the lighting under the hood here. So okay. So I've got this carpet chamois. This is, well, it's what I call it, a carpet chamois, because it's not really designed for the exterior of the car. I have a short video about that, explaining that on my channel. But so I already cleaned this out, which basically is just taking it and getting it wet and wringing it out, and doing that a few different times until it's clean, or pretty much until it doesn't have to be spotless. But you want to, most of the dirt gets sucked into it, so you want to make sure you kind of keep this clean. Because like I say, it works as a magnet almost with dirt. The dirt gets attracted to it and stays on the material. So you rinse it out. And that's how you remove the dirt from carpet or an interior of a car that's really dirty, or in this case, under the hood. So, and then I'm just going to show real quick just how I kind of make a solution. This is just general cleaner. You know, I'm not going to pour much in here, just maybe about like that. And then I'm just going to have some warm water here and fill this bucket up about halfway. And then I'll put my chamois down in here so it can get some of that on there. And then I'll just wring it out and go ahead and get get going on the firewall area of the car. Okay, so a lot like the first video, I'm just going to kind of mist a little cleaner around here and just same drill. If you didn't see the first video, you can go back and watch it. I'll leave a link in the description for that first video. But you're basically just going to reach everywhere you can and just get the dirt off of everything that you can down here to start with. Now, I did already in the first video paint this brake booster box here and clean it up. So this area is done as well from that first video. But you kind of see here, you're just going to get down in and do the dirty work, so to speak, of getting the thing cleaned up. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to repeat that down the firewall and up the front, and then we'll paint that blower motor cover there. So fan motor, whatever it is. Okay. Get everything I can see here. Okay, this I decided not to paint this. I mean, you can see it cleaned up and dressed really well. Still, there's a couple spots back there that are you know, a little dull and have a couple spots, but I decided not to paint it just for the sake of getting black paint in areas I didn't want. And it cleaned up well, and it shines, and it kind of just matches the rest of the engine. So for now anyway, I'm leaving that the way it is. But everything along the firewall back in here cleaned up fairly well. The engine bay cleaned up well. The rubber and all the plastic's been dressed just like I did in the first video. So you clean it, and then you apply a dressing. There's various kinds. An Armor All, I like to put Armor All or something like that down first, and then spray it maybe with some finishing dressing. I don't like to do too much dressing because I feel like it attracts dirt. The front end here, the front right here, I got all that done. Remember, I painted these, and they're black now instead of brown, so it makes it look a lot better. And then the underside. But you know, I hope somebody, you know, sees this and can get some tips, maybe to detail their own engine. It doesn't have to be a Cavalier. These kind of processes apply to any old car. So, but it looks a lot better than it did before. So, I'm happy with how it turned out as far as the detailing goes. But I hope that you enjoyed watching the videos, and I'll have some more videos about this car coming soon, including a video, depending on when you're watching this. It may already be posted, but a video walking around the car, and then I'm going to fix up other items on the car, and this car will eventually be for sale. So I appreciate you, and if you haven't already, I could appreciate the subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, all that jazz. This channel is still really new, and all that will help me get going if you're seeing this video. I hope that I learn more and get the videos better as I go. But I know this particular video, the part 2 of this detailing here, took place over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, actually. I didn't do it all at once. I just, when I had some time, I'd do a part of this video. So if it's a bit choppy, that explains explains that. But have a good one. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.